Hey, Donnie.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi.
Sure you don't want me to try this?
Oh, I saw you started your coffee, Johnny, and I figured you were about to veto me driving this morning.
Well, I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do.
I don't feel any better this morning. Matter of fact, I'm probably worse.
Okay, well let me go grab my coffee, and I'll drive you down to school.
Okay. Ruby looks good. I heard there's a chance of thunderstorms today, though. Yeah, apparently State Fair's not having such a great weather week.
Yeah, and it's usually really good weather for them.
Yeah, October's usually dry and pretty, and yeah.
I got the spots off the chrome.
Thank you.
I'll be in it back in 2 seconds.
Ruby's telling me that 2019.32.12.3 is available this morning. Hey, Donnie.
Morning, pretty girl.
I guess they're probably wondering why I came along for the drive since you're driving Johnny, but I'd had all my caffeine.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to be sleeping for a little bit. I don't like my routine disrupted any more than I have to, and I can't play Pokemon Go sitting at the house.
Right.
And since I'm not feeling very good, just spinning a few Pokestops might put me in a slightly better frame of mind.
Right.
So that, and I'd miss the sunrise.
That's right.
That's one of the better parts of my day. If I got to be up at 5:30, I at least want the sunrise to go along with the being up at 5:30 part. So
yeah.
We're talking about the City Shaper Lego League project a little bit. I need an architect, a city planner, or a civil engineer that's willing to Skype with my kids and talk a little bit about a rejuvenation project that they're working on in their city. So I'm just putting a feeler out there if there's anyone that has that kind of a background, you know, currently or in a previous job.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find anybody. I thought maybe I'll post to Tesla Divas today and see if there's a diva with that background that would like to help out some school kids.
Sure.
Because the project is more meaningful if we have some input from somebody in the field.
Right.
That the project is in. That's what we're going to work on this afternoon, to see if I can rejuvenate myself enough to walk into the school. Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
No sneezing. No, just say no.
Yeah, I don't get sick. It's bad for my health.
It's 63 out there. We've made excellent time getting into downtown. It's a little foggy up high. We've got a chance of thunderstorms today and a high in the 70s. We're early because it's 7:08 a.m. I think. It was a combination of me coming out early, Dawn driving, and traffic being light this morning. And we've just made excellent time getting into downtown, but we're not seeing any sign of the sun yet. So Dawn's and listening to some of the Tesla podcasts, which we often do in the car together. I find I enjoy them a lot more when we're sitting in the car than if we try to watch them at the house where I have all these other distractions. But at any point, Mel on Elon Daily was just talking about AAA doing a pedestrian safety with these cars that have the technology to look for brake for pedestrians.
Yeah, the Honda, the Camry, basically all the big car compatible with Model 3s. Cars like the Model 3 class. They did the safety test pedestrian, and you can go on, sweetie.
Well, he basically said that none of the cars did good, including the Model 3. The Europeans did some sort of a test, and they were pretty happy with the Model 3. And then I said, you know, in version 10, I think we've had a exponential incremental improvement in pedestrian detection.
Right.
Because all the time when I'm doing Smart Summon, it's seeing people, showing people up in the window. Now, I totally agree with Mel. That doesn't mean you put yourself in front of the Model 3 doing 5 mile an hour, let alone 30 mile an hour, and test it with yourself to see if it brakes or not. No, don't do that. That's not safe. But I think they need to retest. I mean, you know, they can't, these testers like Consumer Reports, they can't keep up with Tesla's innovations.
Right.
They do their test, and by the time they publish their report, then Tesla's already better.
Right, well, they're doing the old school way. I'm sure, I'm not knocking Toyota. I like Toyotas. I've owned a lot.
You've had them.
That Toyota Auto Sense or Safety Sense is when you pick up the car and drive it off the dealer's lot, it's probably as good as it's ever going to get. So you could test it another 100 times and it wouldn't get any better. But that Tesla doesn't work that way. Tesla's safety systems and everything else is going to get better and better. So that's why, you know, the AAA was testing it the old school way, because everybody knows when you buy the car, that's the best day and it's downhill from there. But Tesla's, that's not the model. Your car actually gets better.
Well, and the thing with Elon too is he's not going to settle for it just kind of detects people and protects them.
Right.
You know, he's not going to settle for that technology until it, you know, really protects people. So they're going to keep on working on it. It's got to be, yeah.
Right. It's like deep rain. Elon was talking apparently about the AI for the windshield wiper sensing. And he's called it deep rain. I like that.
Nana and I had to run an errand or two around Fuquay, and there are no streets that we drove on this morning that don't have construction. Either homes or businesses or townhomes or apartments, or, I mean, like the whole town is under construction. And you know, there's pros of being in an economically prosperous location, and there's cons. And definitely some days it feels like there's just too much construction. Yeah, we had to drop off the animal trap, the humane trap. The Operation Catnip lady this week is loaning out traps, and she needed it back. And now we're headed to the post office. Yeah, it doesn't open till 9. They don't have hours for the people.
The thing I don't understand
is why are there 25 cars in the parking lot?
That's why I came in here.
Right, because...
Yeah, no, that's exactly.
One's got to wonder why there are 25 people. I guess they're all employees.
Yeah, well, they take up all the parking
And they're
places.
taking up all the parking spots.
Yeah.
And they're parked up on the grass over there. On the, I mean, it's like they just don't have enough parking here. Bummer.
Yep.
Well, thanks for trying to help me get those packages mailed we've been carrying around for 10 days. We won't talk about how long they've been in the back of the car.
That's all right, pretty girl.
Well, I don't like to come over here with Ruby because there's no parking.
Right, well, you know. I mean, that's serious. I mean, really?
Yeah, I know. There are 10 spots for real people, but for customers. Hey, buddy. We're home and somebody's getting some lovin'. Yeah, somebody's getting some lovin'. The update went on, but as of right now, I don't know what went on in the update. It's probably more bug fixes. The release notes finally materialized on the screen, and as suspected, it just says version 10. So it's just more quote-unquote bug fixes, enhancements to Smart Summon, probably that kind of thing. It's 71, and as you can tell, it's quite cloudy, and there is a line of showers that's supposed to move through the area somewhere between now and 7 p.m. It's a pretty narrow line of showers, so even if it's dicey for a few minutes, it'll be short-lived. Yeah. So no robots today. We're going to work on the project, because you can have a great robot game, but if your core values and your project piece are not also up to snuff, you're not going to go to state. You won't advance. So we're going to do the project today. I worked on slides after I woke up from a 2-hour nap, and I think I'm prepared to lead the boys through what they need to do to have a successful project, and we'll go from there. Johnny and I do need to stop and pick up the farm order. I'm not sure if I'm also going to go inside and pick up other items yet or not. We'll see how I feel. after robotics at the school and driving over to Whole Foods. Right now, I just kind of like to go back to sleep. It's that time again. Would Ruby offer me to park there? Because there's no other options. Nope, she's not going to offer me to park in that spot. Probably the car behind me is going to take it. Is there room up here in the front? I think there is, just. So I'm parked in the last parking space in the front of the line. It's a good spot. It's right at the end of the walkway up to the front door. Too bad I don't have all that robotic stuff today, because this is a great spot to get all the equipment into the school. I'm surviving. I can't breathe. I feel miserable, but you know, I'm gonna soldier through it, I guess, today. I always have fun with the boys. I just wish I was feeling 100% for them so I could give them my best. I noticed an electric article that Life with the Model 3, that Tesla's put out some short customer clips, mostly European themed, lots of accents and places I didn't recognize where they were. They were really cute. And I would like to think that I could come up with a short Life with the Model X video here sometime in the future. But I obviously won't be scrambling to try to do that today, since I don't think I can stay that focused. But, you know, that's basically what I do every day with Ruby, is Life with the Model X, and trying to show how families can integrate an electric vehicle, and especially a Model X, into their life, and do robotics and school drop-offs, and, well, sports. Taekwondo isn't, you know, too much, but we do have the sparring gear and stuff, and black belt that has to come in and out of the car, and, you know, just all the things a family with a middle school or high school now student would do. So I thought the videos were cute. I did. I thought they were cute. Since I'm here a little early and I don't have as much equipment to move, and I'm not feeling so good, I'm just kind of sitting in Ruby. And I can't say enough how great it is to be able to run the air conditioning and sit for as long as I want in the car, and be comfortable, and no fumes and no vibration and no worry about, you know, wasting gas, running the car when I shouldn't be, all of that stuff. I just, you know, you kind of take it for granted after a while, but I am quite appreciative to just be able to sit in here for a few minutes today. I am pretty good at Centipede. That's like 5 or 6 levels in, but you know, it's not keeping score for me anymore, so I don't know what's going on, but it's not keeping score for me. Am I doing something wrong? So I survived. I'm glad to be sitting down in Ruby. I gave the slides and then kind of let the teams work on the project today, trying to find a spot in the city to spruce up. I was a little surprised they didn't jump on the really great suggestion that I sort of threw into the slideshow, but you know, they got their own ideas. They're young. They got great ideas. That's good. I didn't take any pictures today because there was really nothing to take a picture of, just the kids sitting in groups trying to hash out, brainstorm ideas, and then move on from there. There's rain moving in, and Johnny and I have to get the farm order whether I do the actual grocery shopping or not. So we're heading over to Whole Foods now. I just didn't feel like I could go into Whole Foods. I sent Johnny in. He volunteered, not just to get the farm order, but to buy a subset of our groceries. I mean, you know, a lot of the stuff is the same week to week, and he's with me, so he knows. It's a good opportunity for him to show some independence and be a big help to me, so I'm just lied back resting here until he comes out. This neighborhood is obviously into their Halloween. I asked Ruby to route me home instead of going the way I know by heart. And there's 20 turns instead of 5. But I haven't sat in traffic. And it's working. And it was faster. I'm not feeling very good, but Johnny went in and did the grocery shopping by himself.